Good morning. All right, shorts are not appropriate for court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, probation, there's an application in this case. Court is calling 2023 CR 3937, State of Texas versus Roxana Bernal. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense,
Orlando Ways for the defense, Judge.
are you Roxanne Bernal?
Yes,
Defense, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor, and I did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Bernal, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, Your Honor.
Do you believe the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty? Court will defer finding you guilty as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just that the court follow the recommendation, Your Honor, and grant your deferred adjudication.
All right. Do you have any children? What are their ages?
I just had a newborn. He's 4 months, and then I have a 5, a 7, a 9, 11, and 13.
So newborn, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you employed?
Not at this moment. I'm looking forward.
Just 1 moment off the record. Back on the record. Are you employed?
Not at the moment.
Are your children living with you?
With my mom.
Child Protection Services involved?
With my newborn. Not my mom has the other.
So does your mother have custody of the 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13-year-old? Were your rights terminated?
No, they weren't terminated. I just have partial custody.
Was Child Protective Service involved in the 5, 7, 9, 11, and
Yes.
13-year-old? When you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you need to be honest with me because I'm trying to figure out if you can be helped or not on probation.
Negative.
All right, when's the last time you used drugs?
February 6th.
All right, we're going to do a drug test today. So, and this is just a side note, why do you continue to have children knowing that you don't have custody of any of your children and that you have an issue?
I'm not sure.
You're going to have to find out because this is where we're at. In your life, you have all these children. You don't have custody of any of them. You're not employed. And you say you're living with your mom?
No, I'm not living.
Who are you living with?
I just live at a hotel. It's a hotel.
How are you paying for that?
I do side like when I go to labor ready and stuff like that, but nothing something like every day, no.
All right, hotel to hotel is not going to be stable for your children.
I understand.
And Child Protective Services is not going to give you your children back if you're living from hotel to hotel.
I understand.
But if your decision is you have no plans to do what you need to do, then don't disrupt your children's lives. Don't keep coming back in their life, disappointing them.
I understand.
And now you know for sure how children are made and where they come from. So you're not ready to have children, you understand? And did you receive a CPS plan from CPS?
Yes.
Who is your CPS attorney?
I don't know, right?
I'm just asking, these are things that you should know because that case should, other than this case, that case should be one of the most important cases in your life because it's involving your newborn.
well, I have it, but it's on my phone.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to add, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
So this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. If she completes what she needs to complete for CPS, of course, she can always come back and ask for early termination. But that's going to be 3 years deferred adjudication, a $500 fine that will be probated, CPS compliance, and probation. If you can look and see whether or not CPS has her in their treatment program. If they do not, we're going to do a referral to felony drug court because there was more than morphine in that vehicle. Referral to felony drug court. If felony drug court does not accept her, we're going to do a TAP evaluation, follow TAP recommendations. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. Is there a reason why you're not able to get employment?
Just because I'm doing the classes and stuff that they asked me to, so I'm just following up with that.
All right. How far did you go in school?
I graduated.
Okay. All right. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. What do you want to do with the rest of your life, career-wise?
Well, I was going to school in the county, but when I had my twins, one passed.
I'm sorry to hear that. So what are your plans now?
I want to go back to school.
Okay. All right. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to want parenting classes. And if CPS, which they should be giving her parenting classes, that can count. And if she completes the parenting classes, I'll waive 40 hours of her community service restitution. And she's going to do trade school or either some higher level of education. If she completes that, the remaining hours will be waived. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs. We'll do a UA today to see what's going on. 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Field visits. 1 time per month until further notice. No unsupervised contact with minors. If CPS ends up allowing you to have unsupervised contact, then you can come back here and the court will consider changing that. But for now, there's not to be any unsupervised contact because I know CPS tells you where to have your visits and when. Probation, is there anything else you need? Is there anything else you need from the court? I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Ms. Bernal, do not be that parent who only does well when CPS is in your life or the court is in your life. If you have no intention and you know yourself better than I do, your attorney, or even better than your caseworkers of probation, If you have no intention of doing what needs to be done to have your children in your life on a permanent basis and be a permanent positive influence on them, you need to just let them go. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we excuse?
Ms. Bernal, is there anything else you need from the court? All right, good luck to you. On the docket, court is calling 2020, on the record, court is calling 2023 CR 3992, State of Texas versus Aaron's David Salazar. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Kelly Piddle.
And are you Aaron David Salazar?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, sir.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Is there an application in this case?
Nope.
All right. Mr. Salazar, I'm going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Salazar, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor, we're just asking for the floor.
All right, Mr. Salazar, why do you not stop stealing?
I was in my phase of life where I was doing drugs, and these 5 months I actually found myself, and you won't see me here again.
But no, you keep stealing. The reason why this is a state jail felony is because you've stolen 2 times before.
Yes.
So why do you keep stealing? Obviously, 2 things are going on. 1, you're not good at it because you keep getting caught, right?
Yes, ma'am.
2, you have some issues that are going on in your life that is causing you to steal. If it's drugs, there are free places all over San Antonio for you to get help with your drug addictions. If it's something else, if it's, oh, I can't afford this, again, there are free places all over San Antonio to help you with that. If you don't have clothing, there's a free place for you to get clothing. If you don't have food, there's a free place for you to get food. So free clothing, free food, free help with your drug issue. So that eliminates your need to steal. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any children?
I have 8 children.
What are their ages?
They range from 7 to 24.
And you're not supporting them, are you?
Um,
Do you plan on being a good father to them or not? Father's Day just passed.
yes, I do.
And how are you going to do that? What's your plan when you get out of jail?
Get in contact with them first of all.
Well,
We'll get in contact. That's seriously get in contact.
you shouldn't be getting in contact with them first. The first thing you need to do when you get out of Bexar County Jail, because you have a drug issue, is go to a drug treatment facility and tell them you need help. You can't be addicted to drugs, living on the street or whatever you've been doing, and then all of a sudden just out of the blue pop up on your children's doorstep.
So mom understands.
All right. You've got to now prove yourself to be worthy to be in their life. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Court will sentence you to 159 days in the Bexar County Jail. There's a $500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. Address the no contact with Walmart.
I think he understands that you cannot have any contact with Walmart. He just needs to know the agent.
All right. And they do have the super, I think they have the super HEB because some HEBs you go to, they sell clothing. And I think the one on Bandera actually sells engagement rings.
There's
At least they
Fiesta.
did when I was in law school. So there's to be no contact with Walmart. What is Walmart's answer to Costco?
Sam's Club.
They didn't say
It's the
Sam's
poor man's
Club.
Costco.
So no contact with Walmart. Is there a dismissal to be tendered to me in 701-690?
I don't know if they, you want me to take that to file, or do you want to have the judge sign?
Judge, we emailed the prosecutors in that county court to do that.
I'll go
All
there
right,
next.
thank you. All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record, what's up with the white rabbit tattoo?
Oh, I'm an ex gang member.
Okay. Here's the thing. Some people say they're ex and they're really not. Do not be bringing that drama and trauma to your children's doorstep. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you want to write them a letter, maybe that may be appropriate. If you want to send them some child support money through the mail, that may be appropriate. But until you get your life in order, don't be bringing drama and trauma to their doorstep. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.